Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Monday, the 26th of February. Quick recap on Saturday. So the football bet came in, the over 2.5 bet came in. Was unfortunate with the over 3.5 goals because we was just waiting on one match, and it was Crystal Palace versus Burnley. It was 3-0 at the time. Burnley scored, then it was disallowed via VAR. There was a player stood in front of the keeper, so a bit harsh really. But yeah, I think it was about £26 back if you include the football and the horse racing. But it was still a losing day because I think we stayed something like 34 in the end. So Monday's bets is purely free bet only. It's shocking racing, but there's some interesting angles. So let me get into it. Not decided what bet I'll place yet. Probably because it's a free bet, I'll have a 25 pence each way, lucky 15, because I'll use the three £2.50 Sky Bet free bets. So the first selection is Possible Ambition. I've left the price, it's currently 10 to 1 in the 4.55 at Wolverhampton. I believe that the jockey now owns this horse. I may be wrong, it may be just another relative with, but it's ridden by Jodie Wingrove, and I can't remember who trained it. I think it might be Mark Wingrove. But it looks like the jockey may own the horse, if that's even possible, or it might be another relative with the initials J.M. Wingrove. Well, it won the time before last, and I also think it ran another cracker last time. I think this horse could be very prominent throughout and keep on, and I think they could be looking to give this jockey her first winner. So I do think it's an interesting choice. Selection, but bearing in mind there's also an odds-on shot in the race, so I do think it's got a decent chance. Bear in mind there's only 8 runners, it's not an extra place race, so you might want to leave it for later on during the day before you put the bet on. The next selection is Kathak. 7 to 2, I've left the price actually, so I left it to SP in the 5.30 at Wolverhampton. The third selection is Twilight Fun. This horse is currently 130. I know they're not really each way prices, but I do think they've got cracking chances of winning. Twilight Fun, it's got a couple of Racing Post ratings above its handicap mark, and I think it's still more to come from it. Personally, I think it chased a pace that was set by Night on Earth, which used to be a decent horse. It's still okay, but nowhere near how it used to be. But it was an absolute burn up, and I think this horse pulled hard and went off too quick and paid for it. I think if he gets an easy lead, it could be extremely difficult to beat. I've left the price because I think they get a bit overrated with this horse, as in, or the bookies seem a bit too cautious, making it favourite. I think it could be 5s or 6s come the off. And finally, it'll be the nap of the day, but it's the place nap of the day. It's Inigo at 12 to 1 in the 2.20 at Plumpton. I think this horse has got enough what it takes to get a place. It's a poor race, and he could even win the race, but I don't believe the ground is that suitable for it. But I'm struggling to find another horse to kick it out the places. This horse does want quicker ground, in my opinion, and it actually travelled quite well into the race last time, only to fade. Well, I'm not seeing anything else to really trouble the placings. I was looking at the Warren Gretrex horse. It's called something like Horridalgo or something. I was thinking of that horse, but I'm thinking that horse wants a lot further. So at Plumpton, I'm thinking that it'll just weaken. That horse will just come to a standstill. It could be wrong. It could get a place at a tasty price. So I've gone for Inigo instead. So it's Inigo at 12 to 1 in the 2.20 at Plumpton. I haven't placed a bet yet, but I don't think it'll be a great deal. I think that'll be about the price of this horse. So that is a price I would take. So give me a like or a subscribe. I really appreciate it. Or leave me a comment. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.